bad.
Yeah, just bad.
I thought it was like Michael Jackson bad. Like, this is actually bad. It's
well,
like not bad
when I tell you, you'll be like, I guess that sign is still true.
Okay.
But Turtle King versus Pond happening right now. Incineroar versus Inkling.
Yeah.
When we talk about characters we don't see a lot, Inkling. You kind of don't see Incineroar, but SkyJ has such good placements that he's always on stream, so we get to see some Incineroar.
We get to see quite a bit of this character, and I'm definitely afraid of this character. Not for the reason I think a lot of people are. Of course, the Lowland Whip is something to, to definitely watch out for. Lariat, of course, the tilts, but it's really the ledge trapping capabilities. That ability to down tilt and then, again, keep rinsing and repeating that situation. Down tilt, directional air dodge, in, boom, here's an air. Down tilt, boom, forward air. Like, it's so tough to deal with. And, of course, after the percent's been put on board enough, there's the back throw to the ledge to close it out. So clean stuff right here from TurtleKing as we kick off this first game.
Yeah, pretty, exactly what you're supposed to do as Incineroar. Hit a lot of buttons, make them shield, punish a bunch of air dodges, and open them up for a grab, doing it just beautifully. Sitting at 78%, but Incineroar pretty heavy, doesn't matter. Yeah. Watch your shield, Pond, watch it.
Please watch it. You're going to be swimming with the fishes, my friend. Okay.
Or with the squids.
There you go.
Up smash, not going to do it. Not even close, baby.
Good percent put on board. No nair out of shield there that time, but I love that. Got to deal with Incineroar off stage. I mean, of course, dealing with him in a neutral, depending what type of character you are, you could struggle, or you could even do good in the matchup and still, be on the receiving end of an Incineroar trade. Fact remains the same, though. Get this character off stage and do damage.
Yeah. And, I mean, I love that snipe that Pond did. Played it safe, was like, hey, I'm going to throw out a splat bomb, and there's no risk. I love risk-free edge guards. That's my thing. I'm like, yes, do it.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Great footwork. Just runs out twice. Turn around, F tilt. A lot of damage here at the legend. That's exactly what I'm talking about here. That down tilt in the corner. I mean, you could be a character as good as Inkling and you're going to struggle because he just has you pinned down. Definitely leaning into the wrestling narrative. Once I get you in this corner, you're in some real trouble.
Yeah, didn't even have to get on the top ropes for that one.
That's facts.
Oh, and the combo is starting to come in. In advance, the TurtleKing actually knew Pond was going over there, just did it a little too early with that down air. So the recognition definitely there. Pond gonna have to switch things up if he wants a shot at taking this game number one.
He's got to switch things up here and fast. This match is starting to kind of unravel out of control here. Going to go for the forward throw again now. First stock was taken. Oh,
nice.
Okay, less is more indeed. Wow, the splat from the up B was enough to do it.
I love that. You know, really intelligent stuff when it comes to mixing it up. Very rarely are you worried about getting edge guarded in that manner.
And I think the good thing about Inkling is that, yeah, it might be lacking in the strength department versus a character like Incineroar, but then again, there's a lot of characters that are. But I think just the combo system that Inkling brings is enough to always push Incineroar either off of his feet or off stage. So maybe it could be data for game two. Like, I might not win this one, but I know what to do for game two. And the Laird right there, sealing their fate. Clean stuff right there from TurtleKing.
The biggest don't touch me in the game.
It's true. Hands off the fur.
But I do want to touch on, as you were saying, Rod, it did seem as if Pond was starting to get more data, you know? Didn't win game number one, obviously, but bit by bit saying, hey, I'm starting to figure out how to get around some of these options. I'm starting to edge guard you a little bit. And TurtleKing is definitely going to have to make sure he stays aware of that.
That's right. And Incineroar is such a strange character, too. Like, again, you know, he's a big guy. You know, slow on foot, but has some footwork up close and personal, and then can kind of beat you down if, like, I hit you with down so I can keep rinsing and repeating a scenario.
You made him sound like Holyfield.
Right.
Slow on foot, but got some footwork.
That's right, my man, Evander. Incineroar, Evander Holyfield. No, all jokes aside, he's strange because, like, when I just, like, subconsciously play against a character like that, I'm like, he is big, but, like, he's also kind of quick in some areas, too.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get him off stage, and I'm like, it wasn't my turn to swing. And it's just, it's a really strange scenario, but fact remains the same, though. Pond, of course, I feel like has the data download right here for game number two, so we'll see how it all unfolds. Okay, goes for the down tilt again. Nice empty jump. Love that. Then goes for the falling upper right into the rise one. This is very smart. Just kind of taking a page here out of Pond's book is usually the other way around with, you know, a character like Inkling up underneath you and again hitting you with up airs.
Absolutely, and I mean, it's going to probably make Pond a little more uncomfortable too because you're not accustomed to being in that position. You know, Inkling has such good drift and really good buttons, so most characters have to just kind of respect Inkling. But, you know, Incineroar quote-unquote slow, but the buttons are so quick that you can't really react, and don't tell me that was enough.
Wow.
The R button doesn't work, and your stock follows shortly afterwards.
Oh, mega unfortunate right here. This is the start to the match that we needed to see in game 1 right here from Pond, because as crazy as Inkling is up close, they can definitely slow a match down, start covering Ink, start, you know, leaning into the splat bombs, and just, again, kind of playing this bait and punish play style right here from TurtleKing. Strong character, not the best footwork in the world, so kind of hard to play from behind in a lot of cases.
But I mean, oh my God. And TurtleKing is playing this flawlessly. Yes, you are down, but the whiff punishes, the back and forth, knowing what's happening next, just everything working out. Yeah, you can take a stock at 60% because I didn't tech. What are you going to do when I get back on stage and you're not there with me?
That is the million-dollar question. We'll have to see how it's going to play out right here again. Got you kind of pinned in the corner, throwing out the chest. He said it's chest day, homie.
And apparently it still is. Just 2 feet to the chest. Yeah, I don't care about it.
Nah, I eat those.
Oh, goes for a trump. Gave up stage control. I'm wondering if that's going to come back to bite TurtleKing, but never mind. His Pond just goes off stage for a hard read and gets hard read instead.
Wow. God, TurtleKing. That's like the second hard read that we've seen here in this set. I think the first one was like trying to read the tech roll in with that downer that you talked about in game 1. I think, again, you know, you play a character like Incineroar, kind of slow on foot, can box up close. You have to lean into reads. We see it similar with like most heavies in the game, most notably a character like Ganondorf. Like a lot of what makes that character dangerous is that the reads have to be there, and if they're present, the opponent's probably in some real trouble.
Absolutely.
Okay, standing jab, doesn't get anything off of it, though, just kind of checking the temperature here. Pond said, I'm out of here. It's getting hot in this kitchen. Incineroar's cooking right now. Down tilt, finds an opening.
Yeah, TurtleKing knows exactly the game plan that he wants to follow, and, you know, isn't really faltering, saying, hey, I have a game plan, I know what to do, and I'm sorry, Pond, but you're just going to be on the receiving end of it. But Pond fighting back a bit. You have Incineroar at 134. There is some hope. You got to get him off stage one more time, then maybe a decent edge guard. You can talk about taking that stock, but you might not get the chance again at this point.
Yeah. Things looking a little bleak right here for Pond, but nice. Speaking of F-smash reads or just smash attack reads in general, Pond kind of showing his hand, say, I got a horse in this race as well. Enjoy this F-smash as you roll back on for dear life. And I get it, man. Like, TurtleKing is just, again, just the level of pressure that's been kind of applied to him off stage. It makes sense why he got up back on stage the way he did.
Yeah. I am a little surprised, though. Yeah, well, goodbye. I'm not surprised at that. We knew that was killing.
Yeah.
TurtleKing was getting so much whenever Pond was on the ledge that once TurtleKing started trying to trump, that's kind of how Pond was able to recover without taking 80%. So I'm a little surprised TurtleKing said, hey, let me start trying to trump again when, you know, your opponent has shown they can do nothing when they grab that ledge.
Wow. It's unfortunate. Also, bro, let's center up real quick. Are we centered properly?
We're not, but I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. I was cool with it.
Yeah.
All right, we're good now?
We're good.
All right.
We're good.
Production, we good? Are we centered?
We're good. I guess that means yes.
Yeah, that felt like a yes to me. It felt like a yes. Chatter.